and Sharon's up next, listening in Washington on KCIS. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Hank. Thank you for taking my call.
My pleasure.
I just wanted to, first of all, tell you that I listen to you every day on my way home from work, and your voice is just so calming and comforting, and everything that you say is just so, I don't know, inspiring. It inspires me to go and search and seek and see what I can find out. I want more. Now, with that being said, my daughter is in 5th grade, and almost daily she comes home from school. She looks like she has been just emotionally beat down. She's, and I'll ask her, what's going on, what's happening, and she says, Mom, I'm the only Christian in my class. Now, I don't know that she's the only Christian, but she's feeling very outnumbered. She's very open to speak up and say, yes, I believe in God, and yes, I know who Jesus is. And the kids laugh. They tell her, it's not true, it's all made up. And she knows in her heart that it's not made up, that it causes her to question. And I just don't know how to, give her the support she needs. I'm trying really hard, and I just tell her, you know who God is, you've got Jesus in your heart, and you need to just stay strong with that. But I don't know how to answer her questions when she says, Mom, today I just don't even know if God is real. I mean, when there's so many people questioning and putting doubts in anybody's mind, let alone a child, it's so hard to keep your eyes set straight on the truth. And I just need to know, how can I encourage her? How can I help her to understand and to be strong in her faith?
Sure. And, as the father of 12 children, this is a question that's very dear to my heart. And I know that what you're talking about is real. And the forces set in opposition against Christianity today, I think we should talk about Christophobia. Those forces are so strong, it is quite mind-blowing. And sometimes I say that, and my daughter was listening to me say that. And I was having dinner with her. I just mentioned this a little while ago on the Bible Instrument edition of the Bible Instrument broadcast. But I was having dinner with her, and she was listening to me, and she said, Dad, you say the forces are strong, but you really don't communicate fully how strong they are.
Right.
And I said to her, what do you mean? She said, well, it's incredible. You cannot get away from it. Your peers mock the very idea of Christianity. Your professors are constantly battering you. My daughter happens to be a phenomenal student, and she, on one test, she purposely answered a question incorrectly, so she'd get like a 98 instead of 100 or whatever. But she did it just on purpose, just out of saying, I'm not going to capitulate to the culture. But the force upon the children today is incredible. So having said that, we can curse the darkness or build a lighthouse. I can tell you that my children have survived this. And it's not just because I sent them to a Christian school early on, but it is because whenever they had questions, we would talk about it. Now, that didn't mean that I had all the answers. I don't. It simply means that when they had questions, if I didn't have an answer, I'd say, let's find the answer to that question. So what happens over time? Well, I become more effective doing the Bible Instrument broadcast, for one, but I also am equipping my children in the process so that they know that there are answers to these questions. And quite frankly, I was listening to my daughter during that dinner and thinking, wow, you're better at this than I am. You should be doing the Bible Instrument broadcast, not me. Because it was amazing the way she was able to respond with gentleness and with respect in ways that, as I was listening again, I was thinking, wow, that's profound. I got to try that. So, we're learning together, but the point is, this is a great opportunity for you to tell your daughter, look, when you have a question, let's talk about it. And if I don't know how to answer it, I'll find a way to answer it. And that's how you become equipped. And now you're equipping is not just going to be for your daughter, it's going to be for others as well. God will continue to use the fruit of your study. So I think this is, on the one hand, a curse. On the other hand, it's a wonderful opportunity to always be ready to give an answer, a reason for the hope that lies within us, with gentleness and with respect.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And remember, blessed are those who are persecuted, said Jesus, because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, falsely say all kinds of evil against you on account of me. Rejoice and be glad. Great is your reward in heaven. And there are answers for every one of these questions. By the way, my daughter was saying to me, I love what you say. God dwells in enough light so that if you want to find him, you will, and he dwells in enough obscurity, so if you don't want to find him, you won't. I reminded her that's not original with me, but that's a powerful statement, and she was impressed by that statement. She said it always heartens her.